Is Blessing the New York Ripper? After my initial video discussing who could be the New York Ripper, link in the description below, I got a crap load of comments stating that Blessing is actually the New York Ripper, which to be honest I never even considered. So I thought about it, I educated myself, so let's talk about it. Mainly, this theory begins from this image used in one of the trailers promoting the show. We see a black man carrying a sword heading towards three men. One is Dexter, and it looks like the other two are harassing him. Looks like they went through Dexter's car trying to steal something. We don't see the face of the black man, but he is bald like Blessing. It would make sense why he would come to Dexter's rescue because of them being friends. So is this Blessing in the image? Probably. Does it mean he's a serial killer? No. I think fans see how comfortable Blessing is wielding that blade, like this isn't his first rodeo. So people assume Blessing can be dangerous. And in episode 6 we find out that is the case. In episode 6, Blessing has a long talk with Dexter, giving some backstory. He said when he was younger he was kidnapped and forced to join an army as a child soldier. During that time he was beaten, drugged, and even killed someone. There tends to be a theme with serial killers. From the show's characters like Dexter to real-life serial killers, is that they all tend to have childhood trauma. Obviously, this experience for Blessing was very traumatic. He gets very emotional while retelling this tale to Dexter. So he's got the childhood trauma, he has committed acts of violence before, so it isn't exactly a stretch of the imagination to see him as a serial killer. In the same episode, his mother, Prudence, passed away. She's actually the one who saved Blessing from the army, and then shortly after she rescued him, they moved to America. Blessing still had a lot of trauma from that experience, and Prudence always told him to never bring that darkness into my home. You must keep it separate to survive. So people believe that is what he did. He is this loving family man on the surface when he's at home or with family and friends, but he would unleash that darkness when he would come out as the New York Ripper. Kinda similar to what Dexter says in his presentation in episode 7. Blessing wears a mask around people, but when he is the New York Ripper, the mask comes off and he can be his true self. Some people have also theorized that his mother knew of his killings. In episode 6, while speaking with Dexter, he said he didn't know how he's going to go on without her. Granted, this is a pretty normal feeling to have when you lose a parent, but some people think that there is more to it. That she was the Harry to his Dexter. That she helped Blessing with these dark urges he had. Not in the actual killing part, but making sure he didn't get caught. You have to remember that Prudence saved Blessing from the army. That takes a bit of skill and knowledge to do. So her mentoring him isn't out of the question. People also think that the cat figurines we see in episode 6 are his trophies or a way to mark his kills. So after every kill he would gift his mother a cat. A way to remember the victim and show remorse to his mother for failing to keep the darkness at bay. So is this theory possible? Yes. Do I think it is the case? No. I think the main thing for me is when he's talking to Dexter about killing that person when he was younger, it is a very traumatic event for him. And he gets really emotional thinking about it. He just doesn't seem like a guy who is about that serial killer life. Could this whole thing have just been an act for Dexter? Like he is purposely acting distressed so Dexter doesn't find him weird? Maybe? But why would he even bring it up then? Just don't say anything about it. Another thing is that it would be quite the crazy coincidence for Dexter to randomly meet and become friends with one of the most notorious killers in New York. It'd be pretty wild. I also think Blessing's character is used to ground Dexter, to have humanity in the show. We've seen this through all the different iterations of the show, from family members like Deb or to romantic partners like Rita. Somebody to contrast the darkness. Somebody who's just a good, solid human being. We also hear the voice of the New York Ripper in episode 7, and it sounds nothing like Blessing. Like clearly a guy from New York, sounded pretty white as well. Granted, there's AI and voice changers that he could use, but I don't know, I just don't see it. So what do you think? Is Blessing the New York Ripper? Leave it down in the comments below, and if you want more Dexter content, Please subscribe and like the video. Check out the Twitter link in the description below, and as always, have an awesome day.